when the keep showing up next to the album, that's an indication to me he might have some feelings towards me. That is just everywhere I got an issue. You show up around me. So I mean, you don't forget music, because music ain't usually my motivation. My morals come off the curb. So if you see a nigga keep being around, when you come around, your antennas go on. So he in a position where he might feel like he did, but he ain't dead yet.
Boy, god damn, boy, it don't get more disrespectful than this right here. Lil Meech done went and linked with goddamn Mayweather and Ross. God damn, boy, season 4 ain't never gonna come out talking about some real power. Man, look. Them boys can't even give you your show back. What you talking about real?
It looks like Floyd Mayweather has just taken a direct shot at 50 Cent over the ongoing Big Meech controversy. And as expected, 50 isn't holding back in his response. But here's the twist. This isn't the first time Floyd has come at 50 like this. The only difference now is that Floyd has aligned himself with 3 of 50's biggest rivals, making the situation even more intense. So, is this alliance enough to help Lil Meech regain his footing, or will this move ultimately backfire? Recently, Lil Meech posted a photo alongside Floyd Mayweather and Rick Ross, captioning it, "Real Power." There's no denying this was a direct jab at 50 Cent, the same man who played a significant role in launching Meech's career, helping him earn over $5 million from the BMF series while Big Meech remained behind bars. The internet has been buzzing ever since the post surfaced, especially considering the timing, just days after Floyd's birthday celebration in Miami. If there was ever a chance of 50 extending another opportunity to Lil Meech in the acting world, this move may have just shut that door permanently. It's clear that Floyd Mayweather is well aware of the ongoing feud between 50 Cent and the father-son duo. And what better way to provoke an enemy than by aligning with their adversaries? Much like 50, Floyd has a history of being both strategic and petty when it comes to personal disputes. If you followed their history, you know their relationship has never been smooth. In fact, their animosity might even rival 50's long-standing feud with Rick Ross. This latest link-up wasn't a mere coincidence. It was a calculated move on Floyd's part to rekindle old tensions with 50 and make a statement that their conflict is far from over. After years of tension, the conflict between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather has evolved into something far beyond a simple rivalry. Unlike 50's feud with Rick Ross, his relationship with Floyd started as a genuine friendship. They were inseparable at one point, appearing together on the cover of XXL magazine as proof of their brotherhood. But everything changed when a business deal went sideways, setting off a chain of events that turned them from best friends to bitter enemies. Their beef traces back to 2012 when Floyd was convicted on domestic violence charges. Before heading to jail, he asked 50 for a favor regarding the Money Team, TMT, his boxing promotion brand. Floyd wanted 50 to help sign new fighters and keep things running while he was locked up. At first, 50 was on board, assuming everything was already in place. But when he looked into it, he realized that Floyd had never even registered TMT as a company. That meant 50 had to build everything from scratch, and it wasn't going to be cheap. Trusting their friendship, 50 personally invested over $1 million into setting up the business. But when Floyd was released, things took a turn. Instead of reimbursing 50 or at least acknowledging his efforts, Floyd started acting differently, ignoring business talks and spending lavishly on luxury cars, jewelry, and parties. Meanwhile, 50 and his team had been running a campaign to help Floyd financially, assuming he needed the support. But Floyd, instead of paying 50 back, dismissed him entirely. For 50, loyalty is everything. Feeling betrayed, he confronted Floyd about the money, but Floyd denied ever asking 50 to invest a dime. Instead, he claimed that the entire fallout was because 50 wanted half the company and was trying to push out his longtime manager, Al Heyman. The situation escalated, and soon they were trading public insults. Floyd went as far as calling 50 a male boxing groupie, mocking him for declining music sales, while 50 accused Floyd of reckless financial habits. At one point, they briefly claimed to have squashed their beef, telling the media that their drama was just a publicity stunt. But it was obvious that wasn't true. Over time, their animosity only grew. Every chance they got, they took shots at each other online, dragging personal issues into the mix. Floyd targeted 50's strained relationship with his son, while 50 accused Floyd of inappropriate relationships with his best friends, ex-girlfriends. Then 50 took things to another level. He publicly accused Floyd of being connected to the tragic deaths of Earl Hayes and his wife, Stephanie. According to 50, Floyd had been involved in an argument with Hayes before the incident, suggesting that Floyd played a role in pushing him over the edge. Whether true or not, this accusation sent shockwaves through their feud. But 50 wasn't done. He found a new way to humiliate Floyd, this time by challenging him to prove his literacy. In a viral social media post, 50 offered to donate $750,000 to charity if Floyd could read a single page from Harry Potter out loud without struggling. The challenge quickly became an internet sensation, with people laughing at Floyd's rumored reading difficulties.
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. The bucket of ice.
Floyd, of course, fired back in the only way he knew how, by flexing his wealth. He posted images of checks totaling over $72 million, reminding everyone that no matter what 50 said, his bank account spoke louder. Then, he upped the stakes by challenging 50 to a boxing match, daring him to settle their feud in the ring. Fans were excited by the possibility of a fight, but nothing ever came of it. However, things took a turn when the Breakfast Club leaked an audio recording of Floyd struggling to read a basic radio script. The clip quickly went viral, further fueling the ongoing mockery about Floyd's literacy. And even though their feud quieted down for a bit, it reignited in 2018 when Floyd made yet another petty move, booking Taya Iramari to perform at his Sierra club right in the middle of her legal battle against 50 over revenge content. That was just the beginning. Floyd later posted a lengthy Instagram rant, dragging 50's music career, personal life, and financial troubles. He accused 50 of being a washed-up artist with no hit songs, and even claimed that Interscope Records had dropped him. Floyd also labeled 50 a certified snitch, claiming he had paperwork to prove it. He didn't stop there. Floyd accused 50 of stealing J. Rule's style, calling him a fraud who built his career off a fake gangster image. He mocked 50's living situation, claiming he was struggling financially and only staying relevant by interfering in other people's business. Floyd even took a shot at power, suggesting that the only reason people watched the show was because of Omari Hardwick's character, Ghost, not 50. Then came the biggest insult of all. Floyd alleged that 50 was drowning in debt, unable to afford his own mansion, and had exaggerated his Coca-Cola deal. According to Floyd, 50 had lied about earning $300 million from Vitamin Water, further tarnishing his credibility.
Woke up, I looked at the computer say, Floyd said, T.I. Nelly 50. I'm like, what did he say me for? Nelly your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fiance, say that.
The level of pettiness between these two had reached new heights. But one thing was clear. Their beef wasn't just entertainment, it was personal. And now, with Lil Meech and Big Meech aligning themselves with Floyd, 50 had even more reason to keep the drama going. By 2019, the feud between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather had escalated far beyond the typical celebrity beef. What started as a friendship-turned-business dispute had become one of the most ruthless rivalries in entertainment. Their back-and-forth attacks weren't just about money or ego anymore. Each new insult was meant to humiliate the other on a deeper, more personal level. At this point, 50 had already embarrassed Floyd with the viral reading challenge, and Floyd had fired back by attacking 50's music career, personal life, and alleged financial struggles. But as expected, 50 wasn't about to let Floyd have the last word. In true 50 Cent fashion, he responded with a series of Instagram posts, mocking Floyd's literacy again. This time, he compared Floyd to R. Kelly, claiming they were both illiterate, and surrounded by people who enabled their bad behavior. He even dug up an old clip of Floyd struggling to pronounce certain words in an interview, keeping the joke alive. But 50 wasn't just focused on the reading issue. He also took shots at Floyd's lifestyle. He called out Floyd's excessive spending, reminding him that even the richest athletes can go broke if they don't manage their money properly. He referenced former sports stars like Mike Tyson and Allen Iverson, warning that Floyd could end up in the same situation. Then, in one of his most brutal attacks yet, 50 brought up Floyd's past domestic violence allegations. He posted a picture of Floyd's ex-girlfriend, Josie Harris, who had accused him of abuse and implied that Floyd's mistreatment of women would eventually catch up to him. This move struck a nerve, especially since Floyd had always tried to maintain a certain public image despite his legal troubles. Meanwhile, Floyd wasn't backing down either. He responded by flexing his wealth once again, posting pictures of his luxury cars, private jets, and million-dollar watches. He reminded 50 that no matter what was said about him, his bank account was still massive. But things took an even messier turn when Floyd started targeting 50's relationship with his own son, Marquise Jackson. Floyd publicly sided with Marquise, who had been estranged from 50 for years, and even reposted pictures of Marquise with 50's longtime rival, Supreme McGriff's son. For those who don't know, Supreme was one of 50's biggest enemies from his early rap days, and their conflict was linked to real-life street violence. Seeing his son associated with Supreme's family was a low blow for 50. In response, 50 exposed more of Floyd's personal life. He claimed that Floyd's ex-fiancée, Chantel Jackson, had left him because he was controlling and abusive. He also brought up Floyd's former friend, Earl Hayes, once again, implying that Floyd had played a role in his tragic death. At this point, it was clear that neither of them had any limits when it came to disrespecting each other. Then in 2020, tragedy struck. Josie Harris, Floyd's ex and the mother of his children, was found dead in her car. The news shocked the world, and even though 50 had previously used her as an example in his attacks against Floyd, he didn't say anything disrespectful about her passing. However, the tension between 50 and Floyd still remained, and it was only a matter of time before they reignited their feud. That moment came in 2021, when Floyd announced he was stepping into the ring for an exhibition fight against Logan Paul. As expected, 50 wasted no time clowning him. He called the fight a joke, mocked Floyd's hairline, and said that Floyd was only taking these kinds of fights because he was desperate for money. Floyd, of course, responded in his usual way by flexing his wealth and reminding the world that he was still the highest-paid athlete in the game. He defended the fight by saying he was making millions for an easy payday and didn't care about the criticism. But the most surprising twist came later that year, when 50 suddenly suggested that he and Floyd should squash their beef in a celebrity boxing match. He claimed he was willing to step in the ring with Floyd as long as they could agree on a fair weight class. Fans were hyped at the idea, but Floyd never took the challenge seriously, and the fight never happened. Now in 2024, things seem quieter between them, but knowing 50 Cent, it's only a matter of time before he finds another reason to take a shot at Floyd. Whether it's about money, past betrayals, or just pure entertainment, their feud has become one of the most infamous in pop culture. The real question is, will they ever truly let it go? Or is this beef destined to last forever? If you found this story interesting, don't forget to like and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this friendship can be restored? For more shocking celebrity, feuds, and untold stories, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon.